You're now listening to the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast. And now your hosts, Christian and Chris, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports.
I am your host, Christian_CFS, and here's your co-host, Mr. K. Kemp. Mr. K. Kemp, how was your holiday?
It was good, man. It was good. I was off almost 2 weeks of work. I had my boys, though. I really didn't have any downtime because I had to keep them entertained because the daycare was closed. But it was good, though. I enjoyed it. I was busy, exhausting, all of that. But it's good to be back. You know, Happy New Year to everyone. Shalom Akim to my good people. And Shalom Akim to my bad people. May you learn to become good because we need good people in this world. Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And we got a show for you. Yes, we do. We got a show for you. We are going to go into, we know this week is coming up. Everybody is ready for the playoffs. But then we knew that some people had week 8 playoff, week 18. Not that many people should be doing week 18, but we understand.
Oh, that's a flag.
But we got a good show for you. We are actually going to do about the ceremonies for this fantasy football season and then talk about some injuries, updates. And those are only 2 segments that we're going to get into today. So sit back, enjoy as we get ready for this ceremony situation.
Josh to another interception. Well, I tell you what.
Yes.
Right back.
Welcome to CGP News, and we have some news to say today. There are a lot of teams out there that was very disappointed this week. I'm talking about some teams that was supposed to be number 2 seed, and now they fell all the way to like number 5. And on that same team, there was some injuries and everything. So we are hoping that they are. It's not no crucial injuries. We are hoping it's just like a little nick where they can get out there and they can perform next week. And yes, he is correct. We are talking about those Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody, those Fly Eagles fly where they were supposed to fly all over. Who y'all play this week?
And Devontae Smith is already hurt from last week, so. Yeah. Then who else we got? We got Sam Laporta, hyperextended knee.
Yep.
And a bone bruise. He will. So I already see it. MRI revealed he will miss some time, so he's not playing next week. Oh my goodness, they're gonna miss him.
Nah, dog. If they playing next week, then that knee about to get shot up.
You think he's playing next week? He gonna try.
If he can do something, they gonna shoot that knee up. They might. So depends on the severity of the injury. They probably will let him rest for 2 days, and then see if he can be limited. But to be honest with you, they're probably going over the exact same plays. I don't think they're putting anything new. He doesn't really technically need to be at practice now. The only thing is, well, let me sketch that. He should probably be at practice because of. It's playoffs. He's a rookie.
Right.
Things are different whenever it comes to the actual playoff season.
It said hyperextended knee and a bone bruise.
It depends on how bad it was, the hyperextension. Because it could have been he hyperextended and then he good to go. Come back next week, just ice it.
Romeo Dobbs, chest. He did not return. Said that was a safety issue. I'm trying to look at everybody who playoff.
We also got to talk about like CMC. A week before he had like the calf strain. So like even though we already knew they actually we already know like everybody is being rested up in week 18, but
Mm-hmm.
It's the guys that are actually the top performers that actually got hurt.
I can't remember last week or the week before that, but as far as this week, so it was AJ Brown, Sam Laporta, Jalen Hurts, Romeo Dobbs, that I'm seeing of names of note and who playing next week or in the playoffs. So yeah, I hope they get better, man. We want everybody at full strength. Right now, this is of attrition at this point, week 18.
Yeah, that's what we all want, because during playoff time, only thing we care about is everybody being healthy, having the best matchup. But since that is all that is in the news, let's get into it. We are live, everybody. We got the CGP fantasy football ceremony going on. So we know fantasy's over. People like, oh, what do we do? Let's go give out some awards.
Hopefully y'all won y'all championship.
Hopefully.
I did not win any of my. I was in the playoffs. I was in playoffs in all three. Lost in the divisional round in two of them. The other one, I made the championship game and got my ass thumped by Lamar Jackson and the rest of his team. But my co-host, he won the championship, won back-to-back championships. I could not thwart that. I tried my best. He won back-to-back championships in one of the leagues that we're both in. So congrats and shout out to him for that.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so like he said, I won one championship in back-to-back. In another league, I was 2 points from actually making it to the championship and actually winning the championship. So
you would have won. You would have won.
Oh yeah,
you beat the person who had Lamar.
So that was the actual championship game last week.
Right.
That was the championship game last week.
Oh, that's right.
Me and him. So I lost to him.
So you would have beat my score.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I dropped like 190, dog. I dropped like almost 200 and something. It wouldn't even been close. Let me actually check to see how much did I actually end up dropping.
I tried my best to be the first one to win a championship in both leagues. I tried, man. Lamar Jackson threw 5 touchdowns, hurt.
Oh yeah, dog. It wouldn't even been close. Really? Your boys' team dropped 206.
Sheesh.
That's the what's the name show? The Lamb show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, 13 catches or something crazy.
Lamb in that league got me 60 points, dog.
That's right. So it's like nobody else on the deck of me. Cowboys team exists. I feel like, dang.
Yeah. But we hope everybody had a good fantasy season. And we hope y'all won y'all's championships. And we hope y'all are getting ready to win another championship or to go to the championship next year. So
it starts now.
It starts right now. But for all those people that didn't even make the playoffs, I want you to keep that same energy that you felt whenever you did not make it, and then hold that into like this little box. I want you to hold it into this box, and then after the show, go and start grinding and getting ready for daggone next year. Because I know you don't want to feel like that anymore.
Don't. That shit hurt. It hurt. But luckily for me, my losses came from a down. If you're gonna beat me down. Don't make it close to where I messed up and start the right person. I would rather get beat down than to lose close. So luckily all of mine were beat downs.
Yeah. In some other leagues that I was in, like guys was winning. I'm like, no lie, bro. Like guys were winning by like 0.2 points.
Oh my goodness.
Like 0.2. I'm like, how you get a 0.2?
That ought to have been sick.
Yeah.
I didn't play my optimal lineup. Ooh. All right, who we got? First award goes to
First award, we have the QB of the year. The QB of the year. Who do you think the QB of the year is?
This is fantasy, right?
Yep, this is fantasy.
This is fantasy, not real life. I mean, number one QB all year was Josh Allen. I think Lamar might have came in a close second. If Lamar didn't win it, I'm gonna say Josh got the most touchdowns, though, I think, total touchdowns. I'm gonna go with Josh Allen. This is straight off the dome. I'm gonna go with Josh Allen.
This year we are going with Mr. Lamar Jackson. And the reason why I felt like he deserved it the most is because of what he did the entire season. He actually helped, like what you said, helped guys win their fantasy championship
do that
in the last week of the title game. But then on top of that, we're going to put this into reality as well. He also got his team the daggone number 1 seed. And that's one thing we got to think about too.
See,
whenever we are giving awards out and everything, we have to give them when they are deserved. Josh Allen did do good up in fantasy. I mean, deep, like he won by like 50 points. Like, but when it came down to the buzzer, hey man, we had to get to Lamar.
That's what I asked you. I asked you if it was for fantasy. You said yes.
It's both. It's fantasy and real life.
Okay.
It's fantasy and real life.
Okay.
That's why you gotta keep it up there.
No,
did he help? So, question: like, did he help? Did he help the person in the championship game? He
did. You know what? I'll give you that because Josh Allen. I think he would play shitty last week, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of looking for his score real quick. I think Drake I had him. He played shitty last week. So to that point, he had 22 points. But Lamar put up, I'm just looking at in your league, I think Lamar put up 30, 40 points with his 5 touchdowns. So, I mean, I don't disagree with it being Lamar Jackson, though. Yeah, he should win MVP, too, in real life. So,
yeah, in real life, yes.
Shout out to Lamar. Let's go. Got paid.
So now that
did what he's supposed to do.
He proved them wrong.
Proved him wrong.
And he got his bread.
Mm-hmm.
But
185.
This next person,
this one's easy though.
The running back of the year. Hey, who you think this is gonna be, man?
It has to be CMC, right? No question, no ifs and buts about it.
Let's see. Mr. Christian McCaffrey, come on down. Yes, Mr. CMC is the running back of the year, and it wasn't even close. This dude, it wasn't even close. In PPR leagues, the dude had 100 points. 100 points better than second place.
Yeah. Who was second place?
And this does not even include, I can't tell y'all that, man. You're going to have to wait for that person. You're going to have to wait for that person because he's up in the show. He's up in the show.
Okay.
He's in the show. So I can't put him out there like that, but he's in the show. But the dude had 100 points better than on the second running back. That shows a lot of how much Christian McCaffrey is worth. Now, let's just say this hypothetically. We already know this. Next year, he will not be doing the exact same numbers that he did this year. But he probably will have like a tick down.
To repeat.
But the thing about it is, he might come close to the range. So if people want to know the stats that he ended up having on 272 rushing attempts, he had 1,459 yards and 14 touchdowns with 67 receptions for 564 yards and 7 touchdowns. End up averaging points per game would be 24.5.
That is tough, man. For you just know you got 20 plus points coming from your running back. That is tough.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, we knew he would ball out this year. Yeah. That's tough.
So
RB1 overall.
And now let's go and get to it, everybody. We got the wide receiver of the year. Now, this one was a battle towards the end of the season, but only was a dogfight between these two. And both of them was going back and forth. But then one had a slip. One had one little hiccup. But with him having that one hiccup, it ended up costing him. So, Mr. K. Camp, who do you think the wide receiver of the year is?
Oh, so my mind was about to go to Tyreek, but then I just thought it was probably CeeDee Lamb. Tyreek had, I don't know how many touchdowns he had. It's got to be between CD, and Tyreek. But I'm going to go with CeeDee Lamb.
You are correct, sir. CeeDee Lamb is the wide receiver of the year. And the reason why he is the wide receiver of the year, like what I just said before, is we had that hiccup from Tyreek Hill. He ended up getting hurt, which we do not like injuries, but we know how it is right now. Tyreek Hill can go off. He's actually playing right now. Dude can go off for like 40, 50 points in your fantasy league. But the thing about it is, it doesn't matter week 18. Because most of everybody right now, we was done up in week 17. But we do know there are some leagues out there that play all the way to week 18. For all the ones that are out there playing into week 18, get on your commissioner and tell him, bump that. We don't need to do that. Because, prime example, you just saw how many people sat out the final week just to rest their players for the playoffs.
Right.
And we already knew some of y'all was hurting because some of your star players rested. So do whatever you got to do. Tell the commissioner week 17 is where it's at. Don't do no week 18 or you're going to lead the league, and let's see what he ends up doing. Let's say it's just all 11 of y'all saying, hey, we're doing week 17 or else we're gone. But he's going to change his tone.
Bet he changed his tone. Shout out to CeeDee Lamb. Took him 3 years to get going. You was holding on.
What I say?
He hit your 3 year window.
I said 3 years, dog.
You give me your 3 year window because we was like,
I said 3 years.
Is CeeDee that dude or not? Jeez.
So, I said give him into year 3.
Shout out
and that
to
boy
Lamb.
Showed off. But just in case people want to know the actual stats, we're going to give it to you right here. He had 135 receptions.
Damn.
For 1,749 yards and 12 touchdowns. And then rushing attempts, he had 14 rushing attempts for 113 yards and then 2 touchdowns. He did a little bit up on the ground, but we know total fantasy points for this season in PPR formats does not include any bonuses that y'all are in. He had 403.2 fantasy points, dog.
That's tough.
Yeah.
For a wide receiver, that's tough.
Yes. So shout out to him. Shout out to him. But we can't let the show stop right now. We got to keep it going. We got to keep it going. And now who is up next? We got to go to the tight end of the year. I'm talking about the tight end of the year. Everybody should probably know who this is, but they do not know. Who do you think the tight end of the year is?
I think the tight end of the year, it might be Sam Laporta. I can't say it's a rookie. Unless I'm drawing a blank because it wasn't Kelsey.
We also got to remember too, this was during you gotta think like we're not including week 18 stats now.
Right. And you know, Kelsey played today. It's today, right? So Kelsey played today and
Kelsey didn't play today.
I know what I'm saying, he did not.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And Laporta caught a touchdown, but number one tight end, it's gotta be. Before we go there, it's crazy that the CMC and CeeDee Lamb had more points than a quarterback, because normally the quarterback is usually to have the most points in the league. But anyway, in fantasy, that's tough. Final answer, I'm gonna go Sam Laporta. I think. Who am I missing? Am I missing somebody?
So I did. Oh, I don't even know who I put there, man. Let's just see, man. I don't know
who I put there.
Okay, there he is.
Killer Trav.
I put Travis Kelce, and the only reason why I put him there is because
let's hear that. Why? Let's hear why.
What Sam Laporta did his final 2 weeks. Like, even though the dude was coming in on strong, I'm talking about coming in strong. But when I was looking at Sam Laporta and I was checking him out, I was like, okay, should he be the number one tight end? And I was looking at Travis Kelce, seeing that me personally, even though Travis Kelce did not perform like he normally does,
Right.
he was still able to hang on to that title as the number one tight end. He was still able to hold on to that title. So that's the reason why I put not Sam Laporte. You better see you have me messing Travis Kelce as the number one tight end. But I will say this year, I think we have just seen a passing of the torch.
To who?
Sam Laporta. It might be Sam. Yeah, dog.
Yeah. I mean, this probably should be in another show, and I'll deep dive more into another show later on, right? Like maybe next July or something like that. But I don't think Sam Laporta. Yes, I have Travis. No, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm not
okay.
So, do I think that Travis' production will be like it is or lower next year? Possibly, yeah. And the only reason I'm saying he didn't pass the torch to Laporta is because I think that once Ben Johnson leaves, go to a new team, their production, Detroit's production, will take a hit. Just like Philly production took a hit, I think Detroit production will take a hit because they're not winning 12 games again. And I think that Ben Johnson is that good, and they're gonna take a hit. So that's why I think that Sam Laporta production will go down. Now, will Travis stay the same or go up or go down? I don't know, but I'm just thinking that because I think by default it'll still be Travis again, unless Mark Andrews come back and he balls out, or somebody else pops up. But I just think that Detroit is going to take a step back.
It depends, man. We don't know. It depends on who that next person is coming up. They might run the exact same offense, but with a little twist.
It'll be the quarterback's coach. He'll get promoted to OC. It'll be something like that. Watch. Okay. And it just ain't the same. Trust me. I'm telling you from experience. Look at my Philadelphia Eagles. We miss Shane Steichen. We miss you, Shane.
Let's just say this. What if I'm just throwing this out, everybody? This is not in the show. We probably should let's not even do it. We're gonna say that for the next show. We're gonna say that for another show.
Write it down because I'll forget. Right there. Whatever
I'm not gonna forget this one.
Okay.
But let's go to the next award. I know a lot of people out there, you don't play up in, some people playing up in these super flex leagues. Some people are playing up in these crazy leagues. But for all the people that are up in the 1 QB leagues, we had to show some love to you guys as well. So this is the DST of the year, defense and special teams of the year. Who do you think it might be?
It has to be either Dallas or Baltimore. If I took a guess, defense, it's got to be Dallas or Baltimore.
But you're not gonna take a guess of which one it is.
I mean, if I take a guess, I'm gonna say Dallas, just because I'm gonna say Dallas. It's between them two, but I have to pick one. I'm gonna say Dallas. Final answer, Dallas.
You are wrong, sir. It is the number 1 seed in the AFC, the Baltimore Ravens, and all the games are done with. But we can give you the stats. The reason why this team was neck and neck. The Baltimore Ravens won Mr. K Camp by 2 points, dog.
Wow.
Just like me losing up in the division round. They lost by 2 points. But I'm gonna read those stats right? too. Yeah, it was Dallas. Dallas was number 2.
Okay.
So in total, tackles for loss, they had 89. Sacks, they had 60. Interceptions, they had 18. Fumbles recovery, they had 13. Safeties, they had 1. Defensive touchdowns, they had 1. And then return touchdowns, they had 1, which ended up averaging 10.2 points per game, which ended up getting them 174 points. But Dallas was right behind them. I'm talking about like close. I think the only reason why Dallas was close is because of this 1 defensive touchdown stat. But for Dallas, they had, for tackles for loss, they had 83. Then they had 46 sacks, though. 17 interceptions. 9 fumbles recovery, 1 safety, 6 defensive touchdowns, dog.
Oh, wow. 6?
6.
Man, they didn't win it.
1 return touchdown, which their points per game ended up being 10.1. Final points of the year was 172.
Okay.
That's how close it was, dog.
Close.
And the only reason why it was that close was because of those defensive touchdowns.
Mm-hmm. I'm with that.
Only reason why it was close. So, congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens. Hope y'all continue doing y'all's thing in the playoffs. Hope y'all hold down that number 1 seed. Hopefully Lamar can go to the Super Bowl because their team is hitting and clicking on all cylinders right now.
Yeah.
And they are looking scary. So hopefully Lamar can get that next hurdle and then progress to the very next round to the championship for the AFC. But we're going to stay tuned. We're going to see. We're going to sit back and we're going to relax. But let's go on and get to the next one where, hey, man.
Did we go
kickers need love too, dog. Kickers need love. Kickers need love. Kickers are people's too.
They are.
And for some of the people out there, I know y'all in Super Flex leagues, y'all listen to this, y'all like, man, why the word is this dude talking about kickers? Hey, man, hold on. Step back. Step back, dog. You're right. Say it again, Mr. K. Camp.
Because they matter.
You darn right. Kickers matters too, dog. So since kickers matter, who do you think the number 1 kicker was, and who is the kicker of the year?
It's got to be between them same two again, the same 2 teams again. Justin Tucker. If it's not him, I got to go with.
I'll give you a hint.
You know what? Whoa! I just saw today. It's got to be Buddy then, because he ain't missed nothing all year.
I was gonna say he's a rookie too.
Right, Buddy from Dallas. I saw it today on the screen. He's made every extra point, every field goal. I was like, dang, like 9 for 9 from 50 yards plus. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with Buddy from Dallas. I don't know his name. What's his name? Brandon. What's his name? I don't know his name, but I don't know. Dallas Cowboys kicker. Got to be him. Final answer.
Final answer. You are correct. It is Mr. Brandon Aubrey. Salute out to you, Mr. Brandon Aubrey, for being the kicker of the year for the 2023-2024 fantasy football season. You did your thing out there for the Dallas Cowboys, and your boy is a rookie too, dog.
Shout out, he get paid. He ought to get.
He's a rookie.
Isn't he from?
Remember, he played upon like
as far as age. Go ahead.
So he's for age-wise, he's not a rookie, but he's a rookie for playing his first year in the NFL.
Okay.
Remember, he was playing soccer. Like he was playing soccer up in college, and then he ended up going to I'm thinking the CFL, and then he ended up kicking for like the XFL, and then all that.
Okay.
So he got picked up from that.
Yeah, he's 29 years old. So
yeah,
I just looked him up.
29-year-old rookie. You already know kickers can play until they about 41, dog. So
they can.
Kicking like that, he about to get paid. While I'm giving out the stats, can you look up his contract this year and then let me know once I get done with the stats? Because that's going to determine how much this dude's about to get paid. So for his stats, we know y'all probably don't care about the stats, but we got to give them to you. Got to give them to you. The dude had 36 field goals made on 38 attempts, what ended up being 94.7%, which if I'm on fantasy and I got a kicker like that, I would like that tremendously. His longest field goal of the season was daggone 60 yards, dog. The extra points, he made 49 on 52 attempts, which points per game in fantasy for the 1 QB leagues that actually end up having kickers. Or maybe there's a crazy league out there that had super flex, defense, and daggone kickers. Dude averaged 10.4 points per game, which ended up getting him 177 points for this season. I don't know if this includes any of the specialty kicks from like 60, 50, 40 yards, things like that. But do you know how much he ended up getting paid this year?
Yeah, they signed him to a 3-year, $2.695 million contract. So he's on the roster 2025. Shout out to Jerry. That's the difference between Jerry and David Tepper. Jerry know about talent.
Hey, man,
so he know how to evaluate talent, unlike David Tepper, who don't know shit and think he knows shit. Sorry.
Everybody, please excuse the co-host. The dude is really upset from his daggone Eagles. This dude is really upset from his Eagles leaving.
I didn't say anything about the Eagles. This is about whack-ass David Tepper. If y'all know me, y'all know I can go on a tangent. Now I planned it. But hey, sorry. That was
we're going to get him back up on this so we can keep this show rolling.
Let's focus.
But congratulations once again to the kicker of the year, Mr. Brandon Aubrey, for doing your thing. Hey, Brandon, go on, get back to those negotiating tables. Go on, sit out, dog. You didn't outperform your contract.
All right, I get an extra meal.
Oh, nah, he going to try to get that. What's the name? So, for the CPOY award, Comeback Player of the Year.
Oh, I have no idea. DeMar Hamlin, I have no idea. But it's fantasy, so it's got to be somebody on offense.
Mm-hmm. You need to think back, dog, for what I told you. So, I told you at the very beginning of the show, you need to hold on to your horses before I say this person's name.
Oh, so you said it's got to be a running back then? Because I was like, who was number 2? Right, running back.
Mm-hmm.
Who would it be? Mostert. Mostert had like 18 touchdowns, but I don't think he was him. I don't know, man. Shocked me. I have no.
You about to be shocked, dog? Because once I say this, you're gonna be like, "What? Huh? What? How did that?"
I mean,
congratulations, Mr. Breece Hall.
Breece, I was going to say Breece,
player. Yeah, dog. I was wondering why. I was like, dude got hurt last year, so. Mr. Comeback Player of the Year. And for the people that wanted to know the stats, the reason why I told him to hold on for a second, we did mention Mr. Christian McCaffrey stats and what he did for the team. But the dude, this guy, Mr. Breece Hall, came back. Yep. The dude had on 223 attempts, he had 994 yards. Would end up averaging 4.5 yards a carry for 5 touchdowns. And the targets that he did was he had 95 targets for 76 receptions for 591 yards and then 4 touchdowns. And he ended up only getting him 290.5 points for fantasy in all PPR formats. That's the reason why I said you got to hold off. But this is the same reason why I tried to make that bet as well. But the one person up in the league didn't want to do it because I don't think he's going to be number 1 next year.
You don't? Now?
No. Now, he being an RB1, yes. He will be an RB1. That's easy. But the number 1 overall, I don't think it's going to be him.
So you think it's going to be CMC again? Who do you think it's going to be then?
I can't say that. That's a 2024 bold prediction. We ain't doing that. This is the award show, dog.
Oh, I'm can't wait to hear it. Now, you know, Saquon might not be in the Giants. He might be with a better contender. Yeah, I'm curious. So you got somebody in mind now, though. So obviously Saquon had been traded, Josh Jacobs had been traded, or anything like that. But you have somebody in mind who you think is better, could be number 1, other than Breece and CMC. Is that what you're telling me?
No. I think it might be. I might be like a back-to-back, dog.
Oh, okay.
I think I might just be because what I will say. The only reason why I'm saying that is because how they're using Christian McCaffrey in the 49ers system is totally different from how they're actually how he was used in Carolina, and that's the reason why I said that. Yes, he hit those numbers, which he did. But he's never going to have the CMC numbers that he had up in Carolina.
Right.
And that is good because he's on a team now that he doesn't have to be the guy. He can be Christian McCaffrey in his own shoes, but he can also still be CMC. Get you those passes out of the backfields. He might not have what? He might not. What was that? The stats for that year? Shoot,
we had 1,000. We had 1,000
for 1,000. Yeah, he might not have 1,300 rushing yards on 1,000 receiving yards. He ain't gonna have that. But the thing about this that we already know that's not gonna happen. Let's do a comparison, dog. So that year that he was in CMC, the PPR, the dude almost had 500 fantasy points, dog. 500. Dude had 471 yards, dog. I mean, not yards, but 471 fantasy points. But when he should have been averaging what he did this year. And the reason why I'm saying, because look at what he did last year. So last year, CMC's yards was out. This is going off upon a little bit on a tangent. All right, we're going to cut that. We're going to save that for another episode. Because just like what the co-host said, we all can get down up on tangents and everything like that. But
we can.
Congratulations for Mr. Comeback Player of the Year to Mr. Breece Hall.
Shout out to Breece.
I'm glad you are back and continue doing your thing and helping out the Jets and go and make that 50-point jump. So all the people that actually got Mr. Breece Hall, keep him, because he's going to do something again next year as well. He's just going to get better as long as he stays healthy and everything. So Mr. C Award. Mr. C. A lot of y'all are probably thinking about, like, what is this dude talking about, Mr. C? Mr. Consistency. Mr. Consistency.
Do we go back to CMC again? I mean, do we go back to CMC?
So we go back to I will say that I did not want to try to put a lot of people into like just the same person winning the award every year. Now I wasn't trying to do that unless for the final award, it's going to be somebody else that already won it already. I will just spoil that. But for the Mr. C Award, who do you think it could be?
Mr. Consistency. That was not somebody that you've already named. I haven't the slightest idea. I don't know who was Mr. Consistent this year. I don't know who could you count. Like who could I count on that you haven't named to give me X points every week? You're asking, right?
This is Mr. Consistency. This is like, I know we talked about real life on some of them, and fantasy. This one's just like fantasy, Mr. Consistency.
I don't know. Go ahead. I don't know.
So,
who you think?
Before I make this drum roll announcement, we're gonna have to get the guy up in here. So for Mr. Consistency, we're gonna go to your boy, Mr. Josh Allen.
I was gonna say Josh Allen. I was like, what could it be? But
the reason why I gave it to Mr. Josh Allen is because if you actually look at his fantasy stats, just for fantasy, he was a consistent quarterback for you. He got you those double digits besides for week 1. And what I'm going to just rattle these off for you real quick. Week 1, dude played horrible. But for what I'm looking at right now on the stats and in the area that I'm looking, the dude had 23 points, 66 points in week 2, 21.3. Then he jumped back to season high. Oh, no, not season. The second top season high, which was 36.5. Then he had 27.7. Then 13, which is double digits. You don't want that from but he got you double digits. Then he had 24.3, 29.6, 24.7, 14.3, 22.5, 39.6, 20.5, and 16.16. And then for a championship week, he had 24.9. So that is the reason why I gave the consistency award to Josh Allen. when he was in there at quarterback, you didn't have to think about it. You knew he was giving you double-digit points after he got cussed out by his quarterback coach. Then on top of that, getting cussed out by Stephon Diggs week 1. The dude knew he had to get double-digit points for the rest of the year. The next award, the next one that we have to do is we have to do the SMH award. I'm talking about, this is the one guy that you was just disappointed in, man. I'm talking about a guy that you thought he was going to hold you and get you what you needed. But come to find out, this dude was just like, didn't even help you out at all. You got any guesses, man, or you just want to go straight to it?
I need to go to the bottom of the barrel. I have no idea. Go ahead.
All right, so we're just going to jump right into it and get this thing speeding up along. Mr. Austin Eckler, dog. Mr. Austin Eckler. And we see how fast he is trying to get off this stage, everybody.
Excuse me.
Because
he
was a disappointment this year. Like, the dude was a disappointment. People drafted him up in the first round, expecting for him to do what he is supposed to do, which is RB1 numbers. The dude didn't even end up being an actual RB1. The dude wasn't even an RB2, everybody. The dude, it finished up being an RB3. Yes, we know he sat out, he got hurt and everything, but there was another cat in the same city that sat out too as well. But he performed. But Mr. Austin Eckler, you won the award of Mr. SMH award.
Yeah, he went from sugar to shit. He definitely did that.
So I'm sorry, Mr. Austin Eckler.
Sorry there, buddy.
Mr. Heating Up award. Mr. Heating Up. This is for the guy that started to heat up the fantasy league this year. I'm talking about
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Is it Mr. Jahmyr Gibbs, everybody? Do we think it is? Who is Mr. Tyreek Hill? Reason why Mr. Tyreek Hill had to heat up the league, because what did he do? The dude made that statement. The dude made that statement in the offseason, said he going to get 2,000 yards. And the dude was balling for about to be. He was getting close to that 2,000 yards until he got hurt. That's the reason why he didn't get the wide receiver of the year. But since he did get the wide receiver of the year, we had to give him the Mr. Heating Up award.
That's fair.
We had to give it to him. But for the stats that what he has as of right now, but this is just for right now. This doesn't even include the game that he's playing right now. He had 112 receptions for 1,717 yards, 12 touchdowns, and rushing yards really don't make a difference because we only have 15 of those. So we do, and then he missed. It looks like the stats. So he missed like a game. With him missing that one game, kind of got him from being the wide receiver of the year. Pretty much the roles would end up flipping, to be honest with you. CD would have been Mr. Heating Up, and then Tyreek would have been wide receiver of the year if he would have ended up getting the 2,000 yards. But congratulations, Tyreek Hill, for being the Heating Up award. We're going to keep it going because that's the one thing that we got to do. And for the next award, it is the Mr. Ice Cold. I'm talking about this dude. Dude just daggone killed you. The dude couldn't even get out he couldn't even get close to the heater. The dude was frozen for a reason.
I mean, if that's not Austin, I don't know who this next guy is. So is it somebody that we anticipated to be good, or somebody he was just he knew he was gonna be bad and he stayed bad?
You gotta sit back and relax. Mr. Miles Sanders, dog. Mr. Miles, the dude coming off a dag. I'm talking about Mr. Miles Sanders out there coming off
1,100 yards
perfect year from the Eagles, and then he get to Carolina. Hey, sorry you made that daggone decision, dog. But
he got paid though.
He got paid. He got paid. He got paid. But he didn't perform well.
Did not
in the fantasy season. What everybody thought he was going to do. Me personally, I didn't think he was going to do that well. But
Anyway, we were not high. We were not high on him.
But congratulations, Mr. Miles Sanders. That daggone nice suit that you got on right there is matching totally with the Carolina Panthers blue almost. It makes me wonder right now if he's thinking about his second thoughts that he had about signing with them. He was like, "Is this what I really put up for?" Yeah, dog. You don't fit their system. You should have just stayed with the Eagles, dog. You could have been like DeAndre Swift this year. They wouldn't even had to trade for him.
Yeah. No.
You could took a pay cut. But hey, man, I can't count your pockets. But congratulations. At least you get to take home this daggone my Mr. Ice Cold trophy with you, though. We know the season is coming down, so we have to give a shout out to our good company. It is Mr. Cerberus Fantasy Sports, powered by. Greatly appreciate us letting us being up on the platform and everything. Continue, everybody. They should and will be having a site that is going to be launching soon. So sit back and relax. I'm told that this site's going to have stats. You're going to be able to see the articles. You're going to have everything in a centralized location for you. But then we also got some stats too, as also seeing that for some of the people out there that are watching this YouTube, if you are liking it, don't give us a thumbs up. But that is not all. There are people that, according to the algorithms, it's 73% of y'all that are watching these videos are not subscribed. And you're not hitting the like button. Yeah, man. Not.
Why not?
I don't know, man.
How y'all watching it and not liking? Show the love. When I say that, spread love, not hate.
Yeah, spread the love, y'all. 73% of y'all are watching, but not hitting that subscribe button. So, 2024, do something different. Hit that subscribe button and also hit that like. Let's get into it, dog. Who is this? You should already know who this person is. Rookie of the year. The rookie of the year, dog. Who the rookie of the year?
I mean, it's between Sam Laporte, Jameer Gibbs, or C.J. Stroud, but I'm probably going to go with quarterback, so I'm going to go with C.J. Stroud. That's rookie of the year.
That's a good
between them three. That's a good guess. That's hypothesis.
I did not give it to him. I gave it to Mr. Puka Nacua. And the reason why I gave it to Puka is because the dude came out of nowhere. The dude wasn't even. The dude didn't play 4 games, dog. And congratulations to Puka. The dude ended up having 105 receptions, taking over that number 1 overall role, and telling Cooper Kupp, "Go on, sit down, dog. It's my show, and I'm gonna show you. You didn't got hurt, and we had to put the team up on somebody's back." And Puka did that. And you see what jersey he's wearing, y'all. See the jersey. That was Robert Woods' old number.
Oh snap! It was, wasn't it? It is, isn't it? Oh wow!
Congratulations to Mr. Puka Nacua.
300 fantasy points. That's props.
Dude ended up being the wide receiver 4.
5? Okay, 4.
4.
I thought.
Well, as of what I'm seeing right now, it's 4.
Okay.
It could end up changing. You know how
top 5.
Top 5 as a rookie.
That's tough. Wide receivers.
Yep.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Give him his props. Give him his props. He deserves it.
Yep. He does. Congratulations, Mr. Puka Nacua, for your award.
Dropped it.
The next one is the WOTY. And y'all probably like, what is a WOTY? It is the Waiver Wire of the Year award.
Well,
Waiver Wire of the Year.
Because I was going to say him, but I was going to say Puka Nacua, picking him up on waivers. Because a lot of people out there, if you got three rounds, probably didn't draft him.
But if you were not in the rounds, because we know some people are deep in the dynasty and they ain't even had this person. Puka probably got drafted up in the 4th, 5th round, maybe even in the 3rd in some of these other dynasty leagues. But who do you think this person could end up being? I know the awards are getting strong and getting low and everything, but we had to give it to this guy. Dude showed up when it mattered the most, out of nowhere, and you just plucked him right off the waiver.
No. Could have been Kyron Williams. Was he off the waiver wire? Is there people on him?
Is that your final answer?
Final answer, Kyron Williams.
And you are correct, sir. It is Mr. Kyron Williams. The dude showed up, took that start in the running back role from. Dang, what was his name? Shoot, it was one of my favorite running backs. No, it's one of my favorite running backs.
Akers, Cam.
Yep, Cam Akers. Yep. He took the running back, and you want to know what's funny about it is? He also took his jersey, too. That used to be Cam Akers' rookie's jersey. He was 23 as a rookie. He was. He ended up switching it to number 3 once they made that single.
Something very wrong for that.
But he ended up getting number 3, so he switched his jersey number to number 3. So once they let everybody do single digits, so. But
yeah, that's tough though.
Is
waiver wire to be a top 5 running back.
Yep. So now everybody is like, what is going on right now? It is the last award of the night. It's the MVP. Who is the MVP?
Oh, now wait a minute. Now, is this person that can be used again or not?
Yeah, this person's going to be used again. This is a person that we already talked about him, and we're just going to say congratulations.
We got to go CMC. He scored the most points, fantasy points more than anybody. So we got to go CMC.
Mr. CMC is the Cerberus Gridiron Podcast Fantasy Football Ceremony Award Show MVP, Mr. Christian McCaffrey. Congratulations to you, my brother, because you did your thing this year, especially for me right now. Got me that championship. People want to know why I traded for him. And that shows you the reason why I traded for him, because he was the MVP.
He was MVP. You knew it was happening. How much are you paying? How long are you paying him for?
Hey man, don't worry about all that. Just know I took the sacrifice. I said I was doing whatever it took just to go back to back. I said I'm gonna take this sacrifice, whatever it took, just to go back to back. I'm gonna do that.
And who paid his ass? Gordon paid him. Gordon extended him, didn't he?
Dreadnoughts did. Dreadnoughts.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Dreadnoughts did. He's $54 million next year. Mm-hmm. You can't afford him. Man, I give you a 3rd round pick for him. Don't send him over to me. You just try to cut the money out. I'll take him. It's 2 more years. I'll take the back. Because that's 2 more years of if you get it until 2026. So if he's 54, I can't imagine.
Yeah, man. So I already saw you was about to go up on like another tangent and things like that.
That's why I stopped. I would have had to stop.
We have to thank everybody for that listened all the way to the end of this podcast. We are greatly appreciated. And for the ones that are still listening to, we do thank you. And it is 2024. So if you do listen all the way to the end of the podcast, don't be shocked. 2024 is all about new beginnings. We're talking about the overflow. So there might be some merchandise that might be given out to some people based off if they listen to the very end and give us the best topics or like whatever we suggest. So go and sit back, relax, wait. You might be getting some merchandise if you end up giving us the answers that we are looking for. But I just want to say thank y'all for everybody for listening. Man, I don't know what to do. Just grateful that you were sitting here, listening to the pod. Any last words, Mr. K. Camp?
No, we thank everybody. We appreciate y'all. We know y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us, and we appreciate you. Happy New Year, 2024. Let it be your best year. Spread love, not hate. And y'all start the research because it's the next 4 months, late April. These rookies coming out. This is a deep. I'll give everybody a tip. This is a deep wide receiver draft. This is a deep quarterback draft. But in that quarterback draft, it might be like 7 quarterbacks. Only 3 gonna be good. So you know how they go. I also want to say, you remember we was talking about DJ Moore, my prediction of DJ Moore. I would say he would have career highs and everything. He got career highs and everything this year.
Yep, he did though.
But he did that. So yeah. But no, y'all be great, be good. I appreciate y'all for listening, and spread love, not hate.
Spread love, not hate, everybody. With the Giants?
We played the Giants this week. Pathetic showing.
Yeah, I'm in favor of execution.
And David Tepper. Jerry know about talent. Hey, man, so he know how to evaluate talent, unlike David Tepper, who don't know shit and think he knows shit.
Damn! And then hold that into like this little box. I want you to hold it into this box.
What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
You was holding on.
What'd I say?
It hit your 3-year window.
I said 3 years, dog.
You give me hit your 3-year window because we was like,
I said 3 years.
Yeah, he went from sugar to shit. He definitely did that.
Leave us alone. Leave us alone.
Hey man, don't worry about all that. Just know I took the sacrifice. I said I was doing whatever it took just to go back to back. I said I'm gonna take this sacrifice.
You know how much I sacrificed?
So Mr. C award. Mr. C. A lot of y'all are probably thinking about like, what is this dude talking about, Mr. C? Mr. Consistency.
What?
That according to the algorithms, it's 73% of y'all that are watching these videos are not subscribed. And you're not hitting the like button. Yeah, man.
What?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know, man.
How y'all watching it and not liking? Show the love. When I say that shit, show love, not hate.
Show love, nigga. It don't show nothing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love.
All we doing is getting money.
Show a nigga some love, nigga.
Thanks for checking out another episode of Cerberus Gridiron Podcast, powered by Cerberus Fantasy Sports. Make sure you stay tuned for the next episode.